Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we completed with the chapter number 6. So from today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 7, cash book and its types. So in this chapter you guys are going to learn about the meaning of cash book, then utility or we can say importance of cash book, then types of cash book, electronic banking transactions, bank book, petty cash book, and the types of petty cash book and the textbook exercise question. So now let's start first with the introduction. So we have studied some subsidiary books in the chapter on subsidiary books. So in the previous chapter, that is on chapter number 6, you guys studied about some subsidiary books. Subsidiary books such as you learned about the purchase book, how to prepare purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book. Then you guys also learned had a theory of bills receivable book, bills payable book, and the cash book and the journal proper. So in this chapter we will be studying about the cash book and the most important type of the subsidiary books. So cash book is considered as the most important type of subsidiary books. So there are total 7 subsidiary books. First one is purchase book, second one is purchase return book, then third one is sales book, fourth one is sales return book, then fifth one is bills receivable book, sixth one is bills payable book, and seventh one is cash book. And journal proper is not considered as subsidiary book. So there are total 7 subsidiary books. Out of that, cash book is one of the important type of the subsidiary book. Generally, in any business or profession, 2 types of transactions are seen. So you all know that in the previous chapter you learned about that in any business or any profession there are mostly there are 2 types of transactions take place. First one is cash transaction, either cash is involved or either credit transactions. So credit transactions also get converted into cash transactions in the future. For example, if the goods are sold on credit, then it is treated as credit transactions for the time being. But in the future, at a fixed time, the cash is received, and at that time, transaction which took place on credit gets converted into cash transactions. So, if you have sold, if goods are sold on credit, at present time, it is treated as credit transactions. But in the future, when business will get the cash, then it will be converted into the cash transactions. So cash book is a type of subsidiary book in which cash transactions are recorded. So in a cash book is a type of subsidiary book, means cash book is also a subsidiary book in which all the cash transactions are recorded, not the credit but only the cash transactions. On present cash transactions are recorded. So now let's see the meaning of cash book. A subsidiary book is prepared to keep record of cash transactions. When a subsidiary book is prepared to keep the record of cash transactions, then it is called the cash book. Cash transactions are recorded in the cash book. Cash received and payments are recorded in the cash book. So at the end of the given period, cash balance can be known from the cash book. So at the end of the period or at the end of the year, cash balance can be determined from the cash book. So cash book serves the purpose of journal entry and cash accounts both. As cash book is prepared in the form of ledger account, debit side of cash book is known as the income or receipt side, and credit side is known as the payment side. So cash book is prepared in the form of ledger account. So the debit side means the column which is on the left side of your hand, that is known as debit side of cash book, and it is known as income column. In that column, debit side, all the incomes on or receipt is recorded. On credit side is known as payment side. Credit side means your right hand side column, that is known as credit side. So on credit side, all the payments, or we can say all the cash expenses, are recorded in the credit side of, that is also known as payment side. Got it? Okay, so now let's see the importance, or we can say utility of the cash book. So first important is saving of time and labor. Cash transactions are directly recorded in the cash book without recording in journal. Therefore, separate cash account is not needed. Cash book serves the purpose of both a journal and a ledger, and it saves the time and the labor both. So cash transactions is directly recorded in the cash book without recording in the journal. Therefore, there is no need to maintain the separate cash account. And cash account serves the purpose of both a journal as well as ledger. So it also saves the time and the labor work. Then second one is benefit of division of labor. Cash book is maintained separately from the journal. Cash book is maintained separately from the journal. Therefore, responsibility of preparing it can be definitely allotted to a different person, and the benefit of division of labor can be obtained. Then third importance of cash book is cash balance can be known. Cash balance can be known daily or at the end of the given period by maintaining the cash book. So at the end of the period, one can know what is the cash balance by maintaining the cash book. Then the fourth importance of cash book is cash embezzlement. That means the balance of cash book is worked out daily. Every day balance of cash book is done. So balance of cash book is worked out daily or at the end of the given period. Therefore, physical cash balance can be compared with it, and if there is any error or cash embezzlement, means any misplacement of cash, then it can be known immediately through cash book. And the last importance is inclusion of the bank account. As per the requirement of business, the nature and volume of transactions, the cash book can be prepared in various different types. If 3-columnar cash book is prepared, then the transaction of cash, bank and discount can be recorded. Therefore, separate bank account also need not to be prepared. So, if in a 3-columnar cash book, cash, bank and discount transactions all are recorded in the one book only. So, there is no need for preparing the separate bank account. So, nowadays in the last chapter, you guys learn in the theory that 3-columnar cash book is more popular nowadays. Okay, yes. So inclusion of bank account. So preparing 3-columnar cash book, bank account is also included. Therefore, there is no need to prepare the separate bank account. Now let's see the types of cash book. So according to the necessity of any business, or profession, cash book can be prepared. Following are the 3 types of cash book. First one is simple cash book. In simple cash book, only cash transactions are recorded. Then second one is 2-columnar cash book. It can be of 3 types: cash and discount columnar, then cash and bank columnar, and third one is bank and discount columnar. So in 2-columnar cash book, it can be of out of 3 types. It can be cash and discount together, then cash and bank columnar, and the third one is bank and discount columnar. Out of 3, it can be any type of 3 types. Okay, 2-columnar cash book. And the third one is 3-columnar cash book, which includes all the transactions: bank, cash, discount and bank columnar cash book. So in the nowadays, in modern world, this 3-columnar cash book is more popular in the business or in the market, because it includes all the types: cash, discount and bank columnar, and by preparing three columnar cash book, a separate bank account is no need to maintain separate bank account. So these are the types of cash book. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video we would be discussing in detail about the simple cash book. And if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.